Good morning and happy Friday, everyone. I just wanted to come on briefly this morning. First of all, to say good morning, and I hope you have a great day and a great weekend ahead after today. I've got a busy day today, and then I'm going to enjoy the weekend and watch football this weekend, Louisiana Tech and the Saints. So my first statement is to have a great weekend and that I love you all. But I also wanted to address yesterday, I made a post that I thought was respectful, but still got pushback, and I didn't understand that. I think I understand it a little bit more now, but still don't quite get it, why people would be upset with what I posted at all. And it was about the death of Charlie Kirk, which was a horrendous act of violence that no one should condone. And I believe that we need to tamp down the rhetoric. And that's the only thing that may help save some lives in the future, besides some gun reform and background checks. But some of the things that we can do to help tamp down the temperature is to state that we wish harm on no one. And in that statement, I put that Charlie Kirk spewed a lot of hate, but at the same time that he spewed a lot of hate, I did not wish any harm to him, and I do not think anyone should be harmed for speaking what they believe is their truth. He hurt a lot of people. He hurt a lot of my friends through indirect actions by stating he wanted homosexuals stoned, LGBTQ people stoned, trans people should not exist. That's hateful. He also believed that a few deaths was not harm. If it meant taking away second degree, I mean second degree, Second Amendment rights. He told us he was a Christian. There was nothing Christian about what he talked about. He just stated he was Christian. He believed in the Ten Commandments, he stated, but then he wanted to stone people. So I'm not sure on that. But the Old Testament is very different than the New Testament. And he was an Old Testament Christian. Maybe you could say that, but Christ is the New Testament. So I'm a New Testament Christian. I believe in Christ. I believe that we should follow Christ's example. And Christ's example was never to hurt anyone. He pulled in everyone that he could out of the margins of society and embraced them. And that's not what Charlie Kirk did. Now, stating that, no one should die for that. And my heart truly, truly goes out to his family, his children, his wife, his extended family, his friends. No one should be killed for what they state. And it was the same whether you're Democrat or Republican or Trump, which is three different categories. So I think that we really need to tamp down the hate and the rhetoric that's been going on for a year now. Well, it's been going on for the last 9, 10 years. Just the hatefulness and the sides that people pick, that you're either for Trump or against Trump. There's no middle ground. There's no gray area. There's nothing. If you say Trump did anything wrong, you get jumped on. That should not be. I'll be the first to compliment Trump when he does something that I think it was good. Um, and I believe that other people should be the same about Democrats. I just really hate that we've come to this point that we are so at odds with each other that when someone gets killed, that people start hating more. That's opposite of what we should be doing. We should be loving more. We should be loving thy neighbor. So stoning people, telling people to get out of the country, the things he said about women. If you need some of his quotes, just go to Brainy Quote. Brainy Quote is a reputable site that only gives real quotes, and you can look up his quotes, and you can see what I'm talking about. But aside from all that, I may have disagreed totally with what he had to say, but I agreed with his right to say it. And I will stand up for my beliefs. I will stand up for my friends and my family, even when they're directly threatened by someone like him and other people like him. And I'm hoping that you would do the same. And I'm hoping that you would stand up for other people's families and your friends. And I hope that I'm one of your friends if you're on my page. So I just want to state that if we don't tamp down the rhetoric, when there's been assassination attempts on Democrats this year, political leaders, there's been a real assassination of a Democratic leader. Um, I didn't hear the outcry at that point, but that doesn't matter. What matters now is that we have the outcry now that violence is not acceptable. If we're going to hate, and let me talk to my friends that are liberal or Democrat right now, when we hate someone enough where we no longer wish them to be living, we become the other side. Okay. Then we become hate. The only way that we can represent our values is by showing love. And I believe now for liberals and Democrats and Republicans and Trump people that that's the only way that you win in the long run is going to be by love. It's not by hate. So I didn't mean to be controversial. I looked back at my post. I haven't edited it. I looked back at it and I didn't see anything hateful in there. I stated that I disagree with his politics. I even hate some of his things that he stated, but I did not hate him and I will not hate another human. And in order for me to do that, I would have to become somebody that I'm not. I guess I'll just leave it at that. So I love you all. I hope you have a great weekend. I only post, and I know I put this in words every time I only post out of love, but I truly only post out of love. None of this represents any organization I work for, anything that I do. Um, Even though I am on the board of a LGBTQ plus team homeless organization, and I work with mental health policy. This has nothing to do with those. These are my personal opinions, and some of that's shaped probably by the work I do, but these are my own personal opinions. I love you all so much, and I'm just hoping that we can find common ground in something and learn that other people are not your enemies, whether they're a different color, a different sexuality, a different gender. They're not your enemy. Just love other people. That's the final message. Okay. I love you all. I truly, truly wish you a very great Friday and a great weekend ahead. Okay. That's it. Thanks.